A move by the University of Denver to get rid of a long-standing requirement for students to apply with an ACT or SAT score has a lot of you talking tonight. Good evening, I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Those scores are now optional for applicants at DU.
And tonight, Denver 7's Tom Mustin goes 360 on this new standard.
I have seen a wave of schools doing this.
The times they are a-changing at DU.
I think taking that stress off of high schoolers is a good thing.
Starting in the fall of 2020, the University of Denver will no longer require students to submit their ACT and SAT scores for admission. So, does the move get an A or an F? We're going 360 to find out. We'll hear from the admissions department at DU, as well as parents strongly for and against the move. Not to mention high school and college students with their own take on the issue. We'll also hear from a DU grad student from India with an outsider's perspective.
There's about 1,000 colleges and universities that offer test optional.
Todd Reinhardt is the vice chancellor for enrollment at DU. He says he and his fellow pioneers have been studying the move for years. Schools such as Wake Forest and the University of Chicago have already made standardized tests optional for their students.
And what we found is that GPA is the best predictor for how they're going to do their first year at DU. And test scores told us almost nothing.
Reinhardt says some families can't afford expensive standardized testing classes and prep. Eliminating this move, he says, levels the playing field.
This is really more about my hard work, the classes and the grades I'm earning over a 3 or 4 year period, as opposed to just what I do on a Saturday afternoon, taking the SAT.
Parents Jonah Olgwin and Mike Villers disagree.
I think there has to be something to be able to judge throughout the country.
You have to have a base of some sort to get through life when it comes to higher education. So unless everybody decides to do something of that scenario, then, you know, something's going to get messed up somewhere.
They're joined on Facebook by several who commented the move smacked of political correctness. On the flip side, DU student Maddie Klasmet applauded the move.
I think it's a lot more about how you take a test rather than your intelligence.
South High School freshman Grace McClung agreed.
A lot of people, it's hard for them to take tests and it's hard for them to get into college if that's the only thing they require. So I think it's good for a lot of people.
Graduate student Shamala Kachalia believes standardized tests can be culturally biased against people from other countries.
One test in one particular day cannot determine whether the student is intelligent enough, brilliant enough, or capable enough.
Her daughter needed some more time to think about it.
I'm not sure. It's hard to think about it when you're a 4th grader.
And as DU prepares for an appropriately pioneering move, parent Lee Bankston had the final say.
It's really kind of a complicated matter, isn't it?
It is?
Yeah.
So what's the answer, Lee?
I don't know.
I think Lee kind of summed it up there. We were all talking before the newscast. We all spent a lot of money in these college prep classes for our kids. And
yeah.
I want to go on record by saying I want that money back. Is that going to happen at all? But it's really going to be interesting to see if any other Colorado schools follow suit here, because they may have something.
It makes sense.
Too late for us.
Not
but
bad.
yeah, very interesting. Thank you, Tom.